Shrek here. Today we're going to go check out some campgrounds, and first off we're at Moon River Campground and Resort, and also has a marina, it also has a restaurant, and the first time I've ever seen this, if we can get it in the background real good, there's a gas station right next door, so you've got easy access to getting fuel. It's got 87 octane and then something else, I don't know, probably premium octane, just regular gas, no diesel. So that way you can fill up and get whatever you need for either your boat or whatever toys you have. But we'll check it out. The owner's going to be meeting up with me soon, I believe. It's not premium fuel, it's non-ethanol fuel, so whatever that is, I don't know. Right off the bat, we're going to check out the laundry room. It is coin operated, very clean and nice. Let me get that light on, there we go. But real nice coin operated laundry room. It is like pullway size, not incredibly huge, but has everything you need. I don't see prices on them, but probably around campground prices. We all know that can be anywhere usually from $2 to $4 is about average what I've seen. When they charge more than $4, that's just highway robbery in my opinion. So they have a small bathhouse to use, and we'll just show this real quick. Toilet, sink, and even has a shower right there. But as soon as you walk out of the bathhouse, that's your first take on this gorgeous view they have. So we'll go check out more of this campground. So they do have cabins to rent. You can see them here in the background. Really nice. There's some stairs here on one side, and on the other side, which you don't usually see too often for cabin rentals, it actually has handicap accessibility. I have a family member that's in a wheelchair, so I like seeing good things like that. And right outside your door and window, let's get just a nice, beautiful look at that. I just love it. And it's just a nice warm day. I should have been doing this in shorts. That probably would have been more fun. So I'm just kind of walking around, checking everything out. My AT&T phone signal I use Open Signal to see the data and how everything works. I can make a phone call, but I'm not getting any data connectivity. I don't have my Verizon device with me to check that, but hopefully something works, I'm sure, around here. But sadly, if you're going to be using AT&T for all your internet needs and everything, you're going to be out of luck at this campground, unfortunately. But now if you are a person that tows your boat behind your fifth wheel or anything like that, they do have fuel stations right off the dock, so you can get fueled up and not have to haul down huge jugs. And again, I just love this gorgeous view. So we'll go see if we can find a site to check out while we wait for the owner and see what we can see. So the sign here says, notice no using boat slip without payment, no fishing off the dock, no gas caddies on the dock, no children with adult present. Pretty much all common sense. They have really nice docks that are covered, if you can see there. And then right here, I like this, a spot set up right here so you can clean up your fish if you're really into fishing. You know, everybody's got different hobbies. I'm not much of a fisherman. I think the last time I went, I was like 12 years old with my dad, and that was our father-son bonding of going fishing. But we did other stuff, so. All right, let's go check out some more things here. So just for a funny thing that I saw right here, apparently there are some issues you have to watch out for. There's drunk people crossing signs, so please be safe. Don't hit anybody that's drunk. All right, so I was talking to one of the people that have been at this campground for 3 years, and they travel out to Florida during the winter months. And he told me I got to get a picture of Flossie here, and that's some high-class decoration right there. I love it. This campground's not extremely huge compared to other ones we've seen. It does have one spot here that is open. It's the only one I could find open right now. It's got 30-50 amp hookup, full hookups for everything else. And it's not super level, so you're going to want to have, some leveling stuff, maybe some 4x4, some boards, depending on what you have. I would say it's got about a 5% grade, and it kind of looks like they pulled out a camper and they're getting ready maybe to do some maintenance on it. I did talk to some of the people that live here, and they said that cell phone reception is not super good here, and you need to wire in internet or get with your neighbor to get internet, you know, something. But they do have Wi-Fi at the restaurant, which right now is closed due to the pandemic. But when you go to campgrounds that have really, you know, like you're really going to need internet, you got a whole lake. What the heck do you got to sit on the internet for, or the phone? This is the best spot to come out to when you're needing to disconnect from the world and just have some fun. Get away from all that technology, but still find time to watch me on YouTube, of course. I did find out that the former manager that managed all this is the person that's managing the campground that I'm staying in now, which is kind of cool. She told me a lot of good things that, of course, I just can't remember. Here's a view of the restaurant that is currently closed. It's a pretty quiet road. But yeah, it's not a bad campground. It's got some transient spots up here somewhere. I'm trying to find them. So just when I thought I wasn't going to be able to find the transient spots, they're right here. And it's got your 30/50 hookup, your sewage hookup, and I was told somewhere there's the water hookup. I'm not seeing it. Oh, yep, right over here. It does have it. So you can, it's a little bit hard to maneuver right here. I would have trouble at least with a 30-foot pull behind. If you're in a fifth wheel, I could see it being a lot easier to get into that tight position where you can make your sharper angles. But then if you come here as a transient, you know, which transient is stopping just for that night or two, maybe just a weekend, you walk out your camper, bam. Wait. Bam. Lake. I just love it. I love the water, so. All right, let's go check out that next campground, and I'll give the owner a phone call and let him know that we did everything before he got back. We're here at Prizer Point Marina and Resort, so let's go check it out. Yeah, I found the office, and it's closed right now, but there is a sign here that says if the office is closed, please go to the marina, marked on the pier on map for check-in day or late night. Call here, and it's got a phone number listed. Big old map right there on the door, so let's go find that out. But I just want to show you where the office is real quick. You'll pull up and it's got really a lot of room. So if you're in a huge 45-foot fifth wheel or some massive Class A, you won't have an issue pulling up. And yeah, there's quite a bit to this place for what I can see already. We're gonna have some fun. Just off of where the office is, you can see right there, there is a dump station, which, believe me, comes in handy a lot. I haven't even found the staff yet, and I could just call them, but I kind of find out more cool things just by walking around the campground and checking everything out. It looks like that there's multiple different levels of like premium packages or whatnot, for what I could tell. Not sure yet, but here's one of the sites I was able to find, and there's different groupings of campground sites. Nice paved area, obviously completely level, has 50 amp and 30 amp full water hookup. Looks like it's got setups for cable, TV, phone line if you want, full sewage. By far, I want to get a good look at this. That is probably one of the nicest setups I've seen at a campground, having nice plastic chairs and just a gorgeous, super clean fire pit. And right outside of your camper, look at that view. You just can't beat that. I just love it. You know, I'm kind of wishing I came here to stay actually now, which is always the bummer when you're going around and doing videos of other campgrounds and you're at one and you're like, oh, this place is great and everything, and then I go and do a video tour of another place. I'm like, why didn't I stay here? What the heck was I thinking? So that's always the benefit of you watching my videos, is you get to learn from all my mistakes and all the learning I got to do, so you can see what campground will work better for you and your family, and also your budget. Let's face it, during the pandemic, we all have to worry about our budget. But the reason why I keep on talking is so you can see more of this beautiful lake and the background around the camper. And then also from this area, there is a really nice kids play area, and they have super nice signs so that way you can find your site other than just saying, you know, spot 25 or whatever it is. So right here, if it's in the lane or in the view or not, this is Ohio Lane. So they're all named after states and things like that. All right, let's see what else we can find out. Oh, of course, don't forget, let's get a good view of this here. Full marina. Much larger than the last one we're at. Really modern. And we'll get over there and check all that out too. Don't even got to get out of the truck. Show you this nice kids playground here, which is just real good, really safe looking, very modern. So I got a hold of somebody in charge, and they told me to go to the floating pier. And one of the cool things I just noticed is it looks like they've got golf cart rentals, and that's pretty cool. I wonder how many people crash those things. And then also another thing I noticed is that right back over here there's a kids playground. Over here there's another one. So it looks like they have a camp or a little kids playground everywhere that you would park your campground. Or your camper, sorry. I did see some other probably cheaper places where you can park your camper that are on gravel or grass and stuff like that. And then the closer you get to the water, they're all paved really nice, which by the looks of it, here, just take a quick look. Worth every penny just to wake up to that view. And you know, you get all the joys of a lake and everything, and it's way cheaper than, let's say, the people that go out to like South Beach or lower parts of Florida and so on. So I'm inside the store and I'm waiting on an individual that's going to be taking us on a tour, and they gave me a map. Now I was in the Army for a very long time. I know how to read a map, but I need a compass and some tools to get around this place. I did find out that the golf carts are $65 a day, $70 on weekends, which that's totally cool. They have an incredibly huge store. As you can see, I'm walking around it. They also have a restaurant that's going to open up in April usually, and they've got boat rentals, it looks like, and really just is one-stop shopping. This is one of those campgrounds that you're going to roll into for, let's say, a week, month, weekend, and you can park your vehicle, not use it, and you're probably going to be like at the end of the week, weekend, whatever it is, hey, have you seen my car keys? Because you haven't had to leave the campground for any reason, and you can just walk from one place to another and enjoy everything. There is just so much stuff in the store. They've got everything from flip-flops to shirts to knickknacks. I don't even know what that is. That's kind of cool though. Oh, little jewelry stuff, cozies, water shoes, coolers. Oh, and they rent wakeboards. And she even told me that, or someone told me that they have free kayaks that you can use. So that's another budget saving thing, you know, that you can, if a campground is more expensive, but they have stuff like that for you to do with your family, you're being more budget friendly that way. You're spending $2 to save $5. Because I don't know if you've seen, kayaks are like $500 to buy one, and then you got to haul that thing, disconnect it. And if you've seen other YouTubers that are traveling as well, they've damaged their kayaks unloading and loading them. Well, this place is going to have them for you, and you don't got to worry about it. While I'm waiting for the guy that's going to give us a little bit more of a tour, they told me that they have a water park that opens after Memorial Day weekend that's free to everybody staying at the campground. So that's another money saver for you and your family to be able to have fun and just a good time. There was a couple other things she told me. I can't remember every little thing, but let's walk out this rear door here and Okay, that looks kind of deep, so I'm not gonna screw around too much. But you can see this is just really modern, very up to date, brand spanking new. That over there is a fueling station, and looks like there's a houseboat there too. So I don't have permission really to be walking around here, so I'm not going to go too far from anything right now. But just again, another gorgeous. Oh, and it's got multiple stations set up for cleaning your fish out. And it looks like somebody here back, if I can get a good view of that, they're over there gutting and cleaning up a fish. Maybe a father, son, grandpa, grandson, something like that. Either way, they're doing a good old American tradition of spending time with family. So I'm over here with Alex, and because I'm old and fat, we decided to sit down here and just chill out right by the lake. And this is a day site, right, Alex?
Yeah, this is one of our day use sites on our Superior Loop here at Prizer Point. The whole thing's concrete, it's pull through. I mean, you're right here on the water. You've got the nice KOA furniture that comes with it. I mean, they're pretty much the easiest spots to get in and out of, and everybody seems to love them, so they stay pretty booked.
So I was asking Alex about some of the sites that I saw, if it's like different packages, you pay more or less, whatever it is, being grass, gravel, or the paved, and I'm gonna let him tell you about that.
So we do have a bunch of different pricing groups throughout the park. Obviously, cheapest way to stay here, just like any other campground in the world, is going to be take a tent. As far as the campers go, we start off at basically a gravel pad with just water and electric. That's our basic rate. We do have a honey wagon that goes around and pumps you out for free, so even though you don't have sewer, it pretty much gets taken care of for you anyways. Then from there, I mean, obviously a pull through site's going to cost a little bit more in the back end, just for the convenience of not having to back up. And the closer to the water we put you, again, you're going to pay to be waterfront versus to be in the middle of the park where you can just kind of see the water. As far as the concrete goes, pretty much anything new that we are putting in is going to be concrete only from this point forward. All the gravel sites are just older existing sites throughout the park. There's nothing wrong with them being older, they just aren't new as a new construction, so we haven't had the money to put new concrete into them.
Okay, so piece by piece.
Yeah.
Now, I've talked about the water park a little bit, and is that it up there? Is that what I'm looking at?
No, it's actually in our lagoon area, which is, you can't see it from here. Inside that building there is the pool, and so that roof actually slides open. And during the summer when it's warm and obviously the pool's actually open, we open up that roof, and then, you know, as long as it's not lightning, if it's a rainy day or throughout the fall when we heat it, we can close the roof to kind of help keep the heat in or keep some of the weather out.
Okay, so these are the three things I've already caught on. One was, I don't like the honey wagon, but I've used them a bunch of times, and the only reason why I don't like it is I'm full of it. And then two, the pull through slots are great because most men don't like to pull out. And then also your pool is like a stadium basically, right?
Pretty much. I mean, the roof opens up just like that one in Arizona where the field rolls out.
Dude, that's awesome as heck. We're gonna go check out the pool, and Alex is gonna give us a little tour without killing me too much, because this campground is huge, and now I know why you want to be renting a golf cart. And just remember, don't get too drunk when you drive those golf carts. It still is a DUI in 99% of the country. And yeah, just be safe, everybody. We are still on our way to the pool, but I just had that mouth drop look walking with Alex. I'm like, what the is this? And check this out. The dang thing is called a what again, Alex?
It's a jumping pillow.
All right, so a jumping pillow where kids are gonna jump on this thing, have a blast. And how much does that cost for kids to play on this thing?
You just have to be somebody staying here, and you get to play on as much as you want, and it's pretty much open anytime that the store is open.
That's awesome. All right, let's go check out that pool, Alex. So we are in the pool area, so you're getting that crazy echo, of course. And now you gotta remember that it is still, even though I'm out in shorts and stuff like that, of course, I'm crazy. So I'm gonna walk into the pool real quick. No, I'm kidding, there's no water in there. I'm not gonna go in the pool. But yeah, obviously it's gonna get cleaned out and everything, but it is an enormous, huge pool, and you can see this really cool covered area. So as long as it's not lightning, you can swim in almost every weather. This area is not open right now, but they've got cornhole that will go outside. And what is this you said, ping?
It's a polypong table. It's basically like Foursquare and ping pong at the same time.
Yeah, I hope you heard Alex, because I don't know what the heck that is. So they've got some books, they got a TV in here, and then this laundry room right now is closed because they just don't need an extra one, but there's multiple ones throughout the park. And you can see that everything's being repaired, everything's been put up, but everything, the point of why I'm showing you that is that it is a nice, clean laundry room, even when it's in disarray right now. And then here's another area where you can just hang out with the family. It would have some tables, stuff like that, outlets for kids to charge their phones and all that.
This kind of area to hang out that's air conditioned in the summer and nice and open.
Okay, good to know actually, because it is pretty cool in here right now even. But yeah, so that way your kids aren't getting heat exhaustion, an air-conditioned area when they're coming out of the pool or whatnot. So I was asking Alex, is this the water park, like a little kid's water park? And he goes, no, that's just another pool, because it's got a slide for kids.
Yeah, and like that little thing in the middle, fountain that squirts water out all over the place too.
Okay, so he's got a pool that squirts. That's great. So one of the things he wants to talk about here is we're gonna move quickly over here. He was just telling me about this. I think this is super awesome. They put out chairs, you bring out a blanket, everything. And now, why don't you just tell me about it, Alex? Where are you at?
So basically, this movie board right here, we drag out a cart and we just put it somewhere out here in the yard, and we'll project some kind of movie. It's always going to be something PG or G rated. That way the kids can come watch. We do it right when it gets dark. That way you don't have to worry about them being out too late. And pretty much you can just bring whatever it is you want, come sit, hang out, come go as you please. It's all included staying here. We're going to show it whether there's anybody watching it or not.
Now, the one cool thing that I heard is, Alex, how old are you?
25.
All right, you're the general manager here, right?
Yes, sir.
And how many generations has this been in your family?
I'm generation number 2, and then my son will hopefully be generation number 3.
That's what I love about doing these tours. And then also we're just going to show the bounce house again with all the kids there, and there's a bunch of kids walking around back there. So Alex was just telling me about this. If you can see it there in the camera, that is not hopscotch. That is a gigantic chess set, and they're all locked up inside here because of the pandemic and COVID of having to wipe that stuff down. But the king would stand about belly button.
It's 36 inches tall.
Okay, so it's 36 inches length, so that's a big king. We just walked up to a bathhouse that is brand spanking new. It's identical to all the rest of the ones, but I don't want to walk that far to the other ones. I actually saw this one unloaded, and Alex told me that the one thing that it's going to have also is on the back side, it will have a dog wash station. Now, I can't really fit in there and get a good camera view, but you can see brand spanking new, super nice. Obviously gonna have nice curtains, boxes won't be there, there'll be toilet paper. Otherwise, if there's no toilet paper, call Alex on his personal cell phone number.
Yes. Yeah, and there'll be lights and all that kind of stuff,
yeah.
So it's nice, easy, accessible.
But again, right, walk out of the bathhouse, look, one side of you there's water, oh, other side of you, if I can get through the trees there. Oh, Alex in the way. Oh. And but more water, just all kinds of beautiful sights for you to see here. There's a lot more than we're gonna get on video today, but you know how you can find out more information about it? One, you can call Alex here we're in Cadiz, Kentucky. Yes. And the best way is